Ahmed here, back with another video. Here today to give you my review of this new Dave East project, Fortune Favors the Bold. So before the video starts, make sure to subscribe. Trying to get to 200 subscribers before the end of the year. And so yeah, let's go. Today I'm here with Dave East expert.
Whoa!
What you mean?
I'm not a complete expert, but I am a big fan of Dave East.
All right,
Harlem World.
Big Dave East fan, fellow Harlemite, Felipe Dosa, and we're here to just talk to you a little bit about this album. So at least for me, I know that I was never the biggest fan of Dave East going into this record. I wasn't always the biggest fan of him vocally. Always had a little bit of a rasp to me, and flow wise, I wasn't a big fan of Karma 3. So going into this, I always knew Dave East could spit. And he's one of the best lyricists of the 2010s, in my opinion. So I wanted to see what he was talking about on this album. And overall, I was pretty impressed. I was pretty happy with what we got. This is definitely my favorite Dave East project I've listened to so far, although I haven't listened to too much. And yeah, what did you think going into it?
I've listened to Dave East. I mean, he's from Harlem. He actually has a store not too far from here, literally a couple blocks. So we've seen him, all that. But I've always messed with Dave because he's just been low-key in a cut. But, like, he can rap. Like, he can really, really rap. Like, he can spit. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, the thing I love about, like, Harlem rappers, too, is, like, a type of swag and stuff that they have when it comes to rapping and stuff like that. And then I always feel like he had pretty good features, But we're definitely going to get into this album and talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, I'm excited.
So let's first get into the writing. So for this, I give this an amazing, and for me, this comes from the rhyme schemes, the specificity when expressing himself, and the and the like nature of the stuff he was talking about. I think the stuff he was talking about had a very serious tone to it, and you could tell that he was really bleeding from the soul on this album. We're going to talk a little bit about the production later, but I think this was a very soulful album, and that definitely came out in the writing too. For me, I think that if there was a little bit more lyrical focus, I would have given this a perfect, because I think that he's an incredible rapper. I think he's got dope rhyme schemes, but some of the songs tended to blend into each other, at least for me. And so that was my only, if I had to have a gripe with the writing. But overall, I really enjoyed the rhyme schemes. I really enjoyed the compelling rapping. And what he was talking about, he delivered in an interesting way, but the substance was also there.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. Like, he did have a very large album. It was, 24 songs?
Oh, yeah, that was, yeah. But it was mad interludes, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I was going to say there's, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So really, it cuts it down a lot. You know what I'm saying? That makes it about, 19? Yeah, it makes about 19 songs out, right? But either way, when you make a long album, because 19 is still long, obviously some songs are going to still
it's hard similar to be unique with every album. Yeah.
But I still feel like it's still very creative, especially with the songs with the features. I feel like it kind of, it helped out the artists, too, who's on a feature and had their style on it. Yeah. But I love the writing. I mean, there's a lot of for example, the song "Damn," right? Song "Damn" has a flow and a lyric that's that Biggie did that I showed you earlier, and he was like, "Oh shoot!" So it's stuff like that, and then Dave has his own type of swag. Like I said, it's always the hard.
Yeah, no, I think that's one thing also that I noticed. I was talking to Brody about. Was he kind of reminds me of Jim Jones, where it's
everybody says that. Yeah.
But I think A$AP Rocky has it a little bit too. Just that ability to both be street, but also be real stylish with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And have the two sides of the lyrical coin, where it's I could give you the craziest fashion bar that anyone ever heard, but then I'm also give you the bars about where I come from, where I've been, and what I have to go through.
Yeah, and especially when they start talking about fashion, everybody talks about how A-Boogie be I got more Micro Marys than Micro Marys.
Yeah.
And that's still a bar, but to me, I feel like Harlem rappers, when they talk about fashion and stuff,
the best.
Nobody can compete. They could and A$AP does it very well. Jim Jones does it well. Davey, when they start talking about their swag and what they're wearing, the uptowns, the fitted,
Yeah. Do you want to give a quick shout out before we move on from the writing to the song about his daughter? I thought that was a really good narratively focused record, and it was really heartfelt, and you could tell how much thought he put into that song.
Yeah, and he also shout out Kobe. So that was super fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so moving on to the production. So
one more thing, and the storytelling. He did a little small.
Okay,
storytelling
for Dan.
The only reason I shouted it out, he said like a storytelling, like basically like the whole drug operation and how going from, driving from Atlanta all the way to New York, and it just was fire because he was saying stuff that I never did. None of this. I'm not part of that. But I go to school in the Morehouse, so to drive to New York, I understood that. So it was cool.
So yeah, moving on to the production. I'm gonna give this an amazing again. I really liked the mixed up. There was a lot of different production styles on this. There was some trap production. There was some party production. There was a lot of soul production on here. And I feel like the range that he was able to display on this song idea wise, was reflected in the production. And I also felt like there was a lot of soul samples on here, sort of reminiscent of Jack Harlow. But one of the issues I had with that album, if you watch my TJ review, was that I felt like he wasn't able to fully execute on that soul sample idea or that soul sample album style. But Dave East, with his better writing, was really able to execute. And I think that's in part due to the writing, but also in part due to the production being so strong.
Yeah, like the production to me was a little bit. I was a little surprised. I didn't think he was gonna go that route. I feel like especially with some of the features he had, it made sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's her name?
Coyle Ray.
Coyle Ray on the song. I was like,
man, we're gonna talk about that in the features, but she had a
great, and like I think the production really helped with that too, and blended it in. And so, I'm just really excited.
There's a little bit of everything too.
A little bit of everything for real.
All right, so moving on to the flows. I personally gave this a great. So Dave East has never been sort of my cup of tea flow-wise, but I think that he was able to ride quite a few cadences that I really, really liked, and there wasn't as much of that slow rapping that I really don't like from him. And so overall, I really enjoyed the flows. And again, similar to the production, the mix of different flows made this album very, gave it a lot of variety. Where, like I said, 19-song album, sort of repetitive writing. It's very easy to sort of get caught in that, you get bored song after song. But because of his flows, I feel like he was able to find a lot of different pockets to make the album still interesting 10, 15, 17 tracks in. Highlights for me were definitely Dope Boy, Hustler, and the intro. Not the intro, but the intro track after the interlude. For just highlighting the different kinds of flows that he can have on a single album. So lastly, before lastly, let's talk about the features. I'm gonna let you cook because I know you've been wanting to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Where's the list, man? Let's go through the features because I feel like those.
I think first. Now,
I'll admit it. Jadakiss, I like the feature.
You a hater?
No, I still like the feature. I like the feature. Those who know, Jadakiss had a song with A Boogie and Rowdy Rebel.
We actually have a clip of us talking about that on this channel.
You do? Okay, yeah. Y'all should go watch that.
It's because everybody comes in so elegantly, and then you just hear some old head in the background.
Nah.
And I fuck with Jadakiss. Everybody fucks with Jadakiss, bro. Even the original song where he said, I'm from New York. Like,
that verse. You should have seen the look on Believie's first when he first heard this shit. Oh my God.
And let's just say I was very disappointed because I really liked the song. And, it was A Boogie saying he did great. Roddy did great. And then we heard Jadakiss. He was like,
I'm from New York.
And he's talking about bag of Newport. Yeah, you sound like a man. But, to me, the lyrics on this song was great. But, when Jadakiss was on this song, I was like, nah, he did great on it. I was happy about it. It was a great feature. So, to me, all love to Jadakiss. I got no beef with you anymore.
Yeah.
Now, what's her name? Coyle Ray. That song to me is fire.
Yeah.
That song with him, the back and forth. She was on the chorus.
The hook, yeah.
That hook. I mean, yeah, it was great. I felt like that was a great.
Coyle Ray, I feel like has definitely had a standout year this year, and with Self Love off of the Spider-Verse album, and then you had her album this year that y'all know I really enjoyed. I had high praise for. Just in general, I feel like Coyle Ray's really been doing her thing, and this feature is kind of another high point in all of this sort of quality. I also heard her on Didi Osama's album, and she actually did a pretty good feature on that one too. But I really like this was one of her strongest features because I feel like the group vocals, like the way she was able to harmonize, was really, really, really good.
We also had Corday. Come on now. See.
Come on, he don't
Young
miss.
J. Cole, man.
Yes,
you know
sir.
But like how you talk about production, I feel like that the choice for the beats went very well with him too, and Davies was right there with him. Like it wasn't like they were really, you know what I'm saying, going at it.
Yeah.
Now one feature that like we talking about G-Eazy, listen man, I ain't gonna lie, Davies killed him. Like it's not like he did bad, but it was just like. Damn.
So, funny story about this song. I actually recorded a reaction to it, and I was very happy with the reaction. I was ready to put it out, and sound wasn't on. I was very disappointed. But one of the things I said in that reaction was, Dave East is not... Sorry. G-Eazy doesn't stack up to Dave East lyrically, but I think this was similar to with Corday. The vibe was set for G-Eazy to go crazy. And even though, like... Bro, it was such a strange, like... Because Davies is hitting us with, like, the most dense rhyme schemes in the chorus, and then you hear, gotta back it up, gotta back it up, gotta back it up, gotta back it up. Like, but, like, but it was still solid, and I feel like even though, G-Eazy doesn't have the best, like, lyricism, or, like, rhymes or whatever, he definitely was able to match the vibe of this, which was really, really cool. But yeah, that was features. Overall, amazing.
Nah, it was great. It was amazing. It was
amazing. All right, cool.
I was happy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then also, what's their name? They're called Good. That song with
Ghostface Killah.
Killed it. I ain't gonna lie. All them people on the feature, it was like I think 2, 3.
Yeah.
All of them killed it. Good was a great song. Yeah, I love that song.
Also, quick shout out to Ty Dolla $ign. I think it was Good Things. I really
I mean, Ty, come on now.
He don't miss.
And Tiger was on it too. Tiger did his thing. I was like, yo,
that's one of my favorite songs on the album.
This album was a great
album.
And
I think similar to a lot of amazing that I give, Dave East found everybody's pocket. So he found Tiger's pocket. He found G-Eazy's pocket. Where do you strive? I'm gonna get you there, right?
So it shows his like versatility.
Yeah, and his like level to orchestrate, kind of like the way that Kanye be orchestrating shit, right? Kind of like that. So last but not least, let's talk about the musical execution. So this is just like, what do you think of, like, is it bumpable? What do you think of the quality of the music?
The quality overall, like, I could bump this, but now I will say this, like, there are like very different varieties. Like, not everybody's gonna want to chill and listen to like him and Corday. But then you have the, like chill, more sexier vibe. Yeah. Like that. You also have Damn. We have Good. So, like, that's why I appreciate this. It shows, the versatility. So, you're going to have a song for everyone. Now, it is a very long album. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to pick and choose. But I feel like this is great. This is amazing to me. I'll bump this. But it's certain songs depending on the group.
So I'll give it an amazing. I think one of the places where this album really strives for me is the diversity, and that include that kind of I talk about the features, I talk about the production. All of that coalesces into music that is very diverse, and so there's a lot of different sounds I can give to different people. So if I want to listen to some stuff with the old heads, that like real rap stuff, I can give him a Corday. I can give him a Still Here. I can give him a Damn. But if I'm trying to, listen with the ladies, blah, 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 I can give them... What was that song? What was that called?
Coyle Ray.
Yeah, the one with Coyle Ray. You know what I'm saying? I can give him the one with Ty Dolla $ign.
Sex So Good.
Sex So Good. I can give him some of that, all that. So there was a lot of different vibes on this album, but they all worked, right? And if I'm trying to get Liz, we got Hustlers. We got that super long acronym with G-Eazy that I still don't even know what that shit stands for.
Was it WDGAF? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. They ain't said nothing like that in the song. But we're not gonna talk about it.
It reminds me of the song with what's his name? French Montana.
Yeah. Fuck with me, get it, man. Yeah. And so overall, I said the musical execution is amazing, just for the amount of diversity you have on this album. Just for the amount of diversity that you have on the album. And so, overall, man, I'm going to give this an amazing. It's really cool because we got back-to-back possible top 5 albums this year, and with TJ and Dave East. And we got...
I'll say it's better than TJ.
I thought I was the nigga who was negative. I thought I was the nigga who called niggas.
I think it's better than TJ. Not saying TJ album is trash, no.
Of course.
Great album. I'm just a very big Dave Davies fan.
No, of course.
Don't kill me in the comments. Or actually, don't kill me in the
Yeah,
comments.
no.
Comment.
Matter of fact, no, I stand with this nigga. TJ was tripping. I'm playing. Nah, but I do think Davies had the better album.
Can I ask you one question then?
Good.
The storytelling songs, which I'll take July 22nd and Damn. Which one do you think is better storytelling?
And then I even talked about this in the review. I wasn't like, as a story, July 22nd could have been a lot, or June 22nd could have been a lot better. I'd probably give it a Damn, to be honest. But only because I think June 22nd could have been a lot better. Like,
I just feel
that
like
this nigga went to the telly twice. Like,
I feel like those were like two realistic ways of how New Yorkers tell a story. Like, that was like how Harlem dude would tell a story, and that's definitely how a Bronx dude would tell a story. Because my Bronx friends, I be like,
get it back to the telly.
How many times you went to the telly? When did you do that? And it was, like, now, not to say that to me, TJ's was not too hard to keep up. Like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely was a couple missing pieces that I was like, wait, what happened?
And I think like that's the first time
he wasn't gonna say. There was some stuff he just couldn't really say.
I think like TJ, like I think storytelling is very new to TJ, and TJ to me has never been that kind of artist. So to see him branch into that was itself really impressive. But I think to hang with the best of them, like Conway the Machine.
Yeah, he's not.
So for me personally, you listen to God Don't Make Mistakes. I talked about Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst from Kendrick Lamar. There is like even Crazy Story, right?
Yeah, like
if you listen, there's the upper echelon of storytelling. I think TJ's got a way to go until he gets there. But yeah, overall, I think this was an amazing album. Definitely, in the top 5 for me. Can't tell y'all where it placed, but we about to get some more content because I didn't know this before, but Nas is also dropping. So we got Tekka dropping, we got Capella Gray dropping, and we got Nas dropping.
And then what's the name? Diddy's son too dropped the EP. Yeah,
I might listen to that.
Yeah, a lot of music, y'all. Yeah, man. Keep up.
So that's what like 3. That's like that's well, we'll see what happens with Capella Gray, but that's at least 2 potential top 5. Maybe we'll say 3 potential top 5s. Capella Gray is nice. And so yeah, man, got a lot of music coming, got a lot of content coming. So yeah, overall amazing album. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what y'all thought of this in the comment section below. And with that being said, peace, y'all.